She thought she would get another chance, but one mistake changed everything. What happened in this courtroom will shock you. Watch till the end.
18-28781 is called Sage Marie Rodall. Is that you?
Yes, sir.
You're present here with Mr. Kimber, your attorney and the state's attorney. There's a motion to revoke unadjudicated probation that was filed over 3 years ago in 2022, which states that you were placed on 5 years deferred or unadjudicated probation on May 21st, 2018 for unauthorized use of a motor vehicle. And it begs the question, how could you be placed on deferred or unadjudicated probation for 5 years when here you are in a jumpsuit and this occurred 6.5 years ago? And this motion was filed in September. Is this the first time you've come up for this? Where have you been? Were you a absconder? Had she absconded?
Yes, sir.
Oh, okay. Yeah, you weren't saying anything. I just doing the matter. Well, that's never stopped you before. Be sure. Raise your right hand, man. You solemnly swear or affirm any statement you make during this hearing will be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God. This motion alleges that on May 21st, 2018, in this court, you were placed on 5 years deferred or unadjudicated probation for the state jail felony of unauthorized use of a motor vehicle. Is all of that true?
Yes, sir.
Okay. And do you understand you've been charged with 4 violations of probation?
No, sir.
You didn't know that? Your attorney didn't tell you about that?
Wait, what?
So you have four violations. The motion states, number one, you failed to report to the Jefferson County Probation Office on or about December 3rd, 2021, May 31st, 22, June 28th, 22, in violation of condition 4 of your probation order, which states you must report responsibly and regularly. Is that allegation true or untrue?
Really?
It's true? You failed to report? Okay. Number 2 states you provided a urine sample on or about January 26, 2022, which showed the presence of tetrahydrocannabinol, marijuana, in your system, which was in violation of condition 10 of your probation order, which states do not use or possess any drug. Is that true?
Yes.
3 states that you failed to provide verification of performing community service hours as required in violation of condition 18 of your probation order. Is that true or untrue?
Not true. I did log my community service hours.
That's untrue. And then 4, you failed to pay court assessed fees as directed as of August 2nd, 2022. You were in arrears $7,347 in payments, which, consisted of the most important thing for this court, restitution of $4,600 is the bulk of that. But there's also attorney's fees, supervision fees, Crime Stoppers fees, court costs. But the bulk of that is restitution, which is always very important because the victim, when a case is resolved this way by pleas of guilty, the victim needs to get repaid. That's what. How much was paid back?
Oh, Your Honor, her balance. No, there's nothing paid for restitution.
Nothing?
No, sir.
$0?
Yes.
Is all of that true?
I know I was behind.
All right. So are you pleading true then to allegations 1 and 2 of this motion to revoke probation voluntarily, and because those are true as they are alleged?
Yes.
You understand that a voluntary and knowingly made plea true to 1 or more violations of probation, that is nothing granted. The motion to revoke probation, and in this case, your probation could be revoked. You could then be found guilty based upon your original plea hearing that we placed you on deferred or unadjudicated probation for. You can now be found guilty and sentenced up to the full range for this state jail felony, which is no less than 180 days up to 2 years in the state jail. Knowing that, do you insist on pleading true to allegation 1 and 2 in this motion? You're looking at him. This is your decision. You can always get advice from him. Are you pleading true voluntarily, knowingly, intelligently, because those are true?
What is making you believe seriously?
I'm sorry. Can I please explain what the question?
Okay, no, we'll just have a hearing on it. I mean,
You understand you did.
You pleaded true. You understood that. And I'm just asking you, are you reaffirming that?
Yes.
You keep looking at him.
I'm sorry. I'm very nervous.
She's kind of.
I'm very nervous. I'm sorry.
You know, there was a way to avoid all this. You shouldn't have run off.
I'm very sorry.
And fled.
I did not have I did not
The
have
courage to come forth?
it was that, and then it was also I did not have a good support system. I was alone.
How old are you?
I just turned 34 on Tuesday.
Wait. You've been an adult half of your life.
I've been on the tail end of life.
You've been an adult and mature half of your life.
Yes, sir. Yes,
But you're saying during this adulthood, you're not being responsible, or someone else is supposed to be responsible for you.
that's not what I'm sir.
So are you accepting responsibility for your actions and decisions as an adult?
Yes, sir.
She said,
Allegations 1 and 2, are they true as alleged? You think
Your Honor, she said very well, and I'm looking, and
you know,
elicit that from all.
I know.
I'm not offering as a excuse.
God bless her.
You know, I would.
We all have our ups and downs. How long has she been in absconding?
3 years.
Technically,
4 years.
After all of that time, were you arrested? What happened?
So,
How did you go into custody?
How did you get in custody?
they came and picked me up.
They came and got you.
My friend, yeah.
Yeah, okay. You didn't turn yourself in after 3 years.
No, sir.
What do you have to say for yourself?
You know, I'm not a bad person, and I'm not a criminal. I'm a stay
Wait,
at
hold
home
on.
mom.
Hold on. When you're judged by the actions, not what we talk about, the choices we make, or so proves our character. Have you made good choices or bad choices?
Make bad choices.
You can fix those. We all make bad choices from time to time. But ma'am, being an absconder, you were able to live with this for years, knowing any moment someone was going to come up, knock on the door, and go, "You are arrested." Did you have a family at home? And you have children?
2 small children, and that's why
You didn't think that was going to ultimately collapse on you?
I knew it was going to, and I needed to get a support system in
It was
place.
3 years long enough for you to worry about it?
Their father finally graduated, and he got a process operating degree, and he's able to financially support them and me in my situation now.
Well, thank you for working on your terms, but you had committed a crime. You were under court's order, and 5,000 people have to follow the rules. They don't say, "I'm not going to follow the rules. I'm going to wait until I decide it's time for me to do it."
Yes, sir.
That's like the tail wagging the dog. It's not the way it
Not
works
a bad
naturally.
decision. It's a bad decision.
But every day you were committing a crime for 3 years, and your children were out there. I got grandchildren now. I can't imagine putting my family in harm's way. This is easy enough to fix back then. It's difficult when we have to go find you after years and get you. And you made promises you did not keep, not a one. Go ahead. You have a right to say something.
So whenever I had agreed to probation in the first place, I was under the impression that I was going to have a support system which consisted of my mom and my stepdad. Okay. I was unaware that
So it's somebody else's fault?
no, so it
That's
was
what it
just
sounds like
while I
you're
was
trying to
getting
say.
on my feet, like, because they asked me.
How old were you when you were here?
I think I was 24.
Okay.
Um,
Well, you've been an adult for 6 years,
I
a
wanna-
quarter of your life.
I just want to add that I have the means now. I am my
On your
my-
terms.
I have no sir.
Yes, this is what
Just
you're telling.
like working like financially, I have the means now.
Okay, how long have you been doing that? How long have you been financially?
I just got on my feet like a few months ago after
Okay.
getting my children's father.
The moment you did, why didn't you report?
I was actually going to.
Oh, you were going to that day? Or
No,
you
sir.
were,
No, sir.
you know how hard that is to
I
leave.
was going to.
Well, on your terms though. See, you were going to, the moment you saw an opportunity to do the right thing, you should have done it. But you did not. We had to find you again. You didn't follow any of the terms of probation. None of it. Anyway, what else? Anything else? All right. If there's nothing further to add, I'm going to find that there is sufficient evidence. I'm going to find that there is sufficient evidence to grant this motion to revoke unadjudicated probation in cause number 18-28781 by a preponderance of the evidence or greater, as the defendant has pleaded true, voluntarily, knowingly, intelligently to allegations 1 and 2 of the motion to revoke probation. That is failing to report for years and providing urine sample, committing a crime by having drugs in her system. That's another. I noticed you didn't ever discuss that one about how the drugs fell into your system.
So
You want to, you know?
If she wants to tell me,
I'm not like an addict or anything like that. I mean,
but you're going to be forthright with me.
I
Yeah.
get sir,
Yeah.
yes.
Where'd you buy the drugs from? Where'd you get the drugs from?
My sister.
Huh?
I got them
From whom?
My sister.
What's her name?
My sister.
What's her name?
That was.
Where does she live?
I honestly couldn't tell
You
you.
honestly can't tell me where your sister
Where
lives?
was
I haven't talked
Where's
to
the
her
last place?
years, so. Yeah, somewhere in
Last
Church
place.
on, I don't know the road name.
You don't even know anything about your sister, where she lives, but you get the drugs from her.
This was over, it was about 4 or 5 years ago, and I haven't spoken to her. We've fallen out, and I have not spoken to her in over a year. The last place I knew she lived was in that neighborhood behind 365.
You get them?
Anything else?
I have been clean and sober since all of that.
Is that your word?
It is.
You mean
yes,
just
sir.
like you promised to report and follow all the conditions of probation under oath that you signed on? That word that you gave me, is this the same kind of oath? Is the same kind of honesty you used now that you're using then? Using now that you
being
did then?
totally, completely honest, sir. I made a bad decision.
Oh, you weren't honest with me when you swore to follow all the terms and conditions of probation in the first place?
I
You're naming them nothing.
I have a lot of mental health problems, and I am finally able to actually get some help besides MHMR because they were not helpful to me. They didn't have me on the right medications. I couldn't receive actual.
It's
therapy.
somebody else's fault, all this happened.
No, sir.
That's what you're saying. When are you gonna accept responsibility for anything?
No, I'm telling you, sir. This is my fault. I'm
Okay.
Yes, sir.
Well,
I
stand up.
want to
All right.
take full responsibility because I have learned my lesson.
When
made
did
bad
that happen?
decisions
When did you learn your lesson?
Whenever I got in trouble, and it was my last.
When was that?
It was the last time I reported, and I knew that I was making bad decisions.
When was that?
Because I'm sorry.
Years ago.
It was a couple years ago. Yes, sir.
What?
I was
You said, I don't understand. You're speaking out of both. So you understood and accepted responsibility and took, realized everything you were doing was incorrect and wrong, and you were committed to doing the right thing. So quite naturally, it's not it for 3 more years.
I had to. I was so scared that I don't know what was going to happen with my children, and I got to.
Well, let me just say, I'm losing it. The greatest gift you can give to your children is being a role model and setting a good example. So you were a fugitive for 2 years around your children. If nothing further, this is getting worse. It's a terrible story. It's terrible. I can't even imagine making choices like your choices, because I think of my children and I see them, how it would affect them. But nonetheless, you were committing a crime every day in the household, every moment of it, after you violated probation. All right, we've beaten this one up. There's sufficient evidence supporting this motion to revoke probation. Been granted by a preponderance of the evidence or granted. Its allegations 1 and 2 have been proven true. It is granted your deferred or unadjudicated probation is hereby revoked. Earlier in this case, you have pleaded guilty voluntarily, and you are hereby sentenced to confinement in the state jail for 2 years. Plus, the judgment shall reflect you owe restitution of the full amount that you never paid a dime on to the victim in this case, $4,600.
She would be sanctioned since she lost the first status. But I'm
Court's rulings are what they are.
All right.
Thank you.
This case reminds us that every choice has consequences. If you want more real courtroom stories that teach powerful life lessons, hit subscribe now and stay with us. Your support helps us bring more meaningful content every week.